All right, Town Hall family, here's the thing. I'm a dad. I know what it's like. You go to the bookstore, you want to get a book, a great history learning book for your daughter, or maybe your granddaughter, or your niece, whoever you're buying for. And what do you see? You see rows and rows and rows of books about Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yes. 27 is my count.
About Elizabeth Warren.
Yep.
About Kamala Harris. That's all you get. That's all you get.
Yep.
Well, may I introduce to you a Heroes of Liberty book about Amy Coney Barrett, but actually it's more than that. It's about the Supreme Court. It's about, the role of the Supreme Court in our federal republic. This is great. There's a real book about Thomas Sowell. These are geared toward young people. They're smart, they're funny, they're educational, and they're kind of the brainchild of you and the team. Bethany Mandel is here with Heroes of Liberty books. Who came up with this brilliant idea, and who didn't do this before you?
I know who didn't do this before us, so I'm going to pretend it was me.
All right, there you go. That's all you need.
It's totally my idea.
That's all we need to know. You see all those books and you think, well, this seems like propaganda. Because it is. Because it really is. And the Ruth Bader Ginsburg book, that is. And so you came up with this first series. First of all, how can people get them?
heroesofliberty.com. So we started...
They're beautiful.
Thank you. So we started with the first three, Amy Coney Barrett, Thomas Sowell.
Thomas Sowell, which I love that there's a Thomas Sowell.
It's our bestseller.
And, of course, the greatest president of our time, Ronald Reagan.
And so now we do one a month. John Wayne was our February book.
That's fun.
And so we have a subscription. So John Wayne was our February book, and this is a sneak preview at our March book.
Oh, this hasn't been put out yet?
Not yet. Alexander Hamilton.
And I assure you there's no hip-hop in here.
So the illustrations in this book do not tell the author, do not tell the illustrator. He has no business illustrating children's books.
Those are gorgeous.
They're unbelievable.
Wow, look at the detail.
All original details are incredible.
Can we get that? Is that reading? Because that is phenomenal.
Yeah, really incredible.
That is a cut above most of those books that you
it's unbelievable. And so, I mean, I have 5 kids, and I know what hooks them into books, and it's the illustrations.
And, I mean, obviously this is great for homeschool. I was a homeschool parent.
I'm a homeschool parent.
It's hard to find great materials, American history, that will engage children, that they care about and they read them. You can read them to your kids, but they can also read themselves. What's the age range, you think?
So you can read them to kids, I think, between 4 and 13.
Okay. And that's not because of objectionable content.
No. It's just the reading level.
Yeah.
But I mean, we gear them towards like 7 to 12. But I mean, they're a great family read aloud book. And, my 4-year-old loves them. And my 2-year-old loves John Wayne. She will just
she loves John. Oh, well, there you go.
She recognizes the green, and she loves the guns, which is, it's a great sign.
Girls love their guns. And cowboys. I love that. And I love, by the way, the subtitle, John Wayne, Manhood and Honor, because a celebration of manhood is kind of an old-fashioned canceled concept.
And our subhead on the Amy Coney Barrett book
Sorry.
is a justice and a mother, because girls are not hearing that message that they can be mothers and professionally
successful. In fact, during her confirmation process, if I remember right, they were suggesting that she couldn't be a justice.
Correct.
The feminists were the ones who were saying that.
My body, my choice, except if you make a choice that I disagree with.
Unbelievable. Would you say these books are overtly political, though?
No, not at all. And so, we actually were in the New York Times recently, and I thought I was walking into a lion's den, and I was like, I don't know what this is going to... But I put the books in his hands, and I left it up to God, and he walked away saying, some of this reads like a Heritage Foundation policy paper, which to him is an insult, but to us was like a compliment.
Sounds good to me, yeah.
But I mean, they're really beautifully written, and they're just telling the stories of these folks' lives, and with that, sort of the messages that we want our kids to learn about, manhood and honor and motherhood.
And Bethany, I can't stress enough the high quality of this. I've been talking about Andrew Breitbart so much this week at CPAC, because it's the 10-year anniversary of his untimely passing. And he kept saying to Bill, don't write a conservative children's book. Write a really good children's book. And because you're a conservative, it'll automatically sort of express and reflect your values. This is how it's done.
Yeah, thank
you.
Really I could not get a better endorsement than this is something Andrew would have.
And by the way, I mean, if you're thinking Heroes of Liberty, that sounds familiar. The greatest thing happened to you when Facebook tried to cancel you, right? They actually removed your ads because they were objectionable and offensive.
Yes. And meanwhile, it put us on the radar of millions of conservatives who said, that is something that is so up our alley. And on the heels of that, so we sell subscriptions. We have a 1-year subscription and a 2-year subscription. Our best seller on our website right now is a 2-year subscription, because people wanted to send a message we support this, we support what they're doing and the message, and we want to see this through, and we want to see this company through.
Well, and you need now I'm seeing the animated series coming out soon, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just seeing that in my
I know,
head. I'm
so,
not
yeah.
saying that's happening, but
No.
that needs to happen.
The next steps.
Let's talk about the Thomas Sowell book,
I'd love
because
to.
you know we're in the middle of Black History Month here. We
Yeah.
had a panel earlier today at Town Hall. Kira Davis chaired it about conservatives celebrating Black History Month because we sort of ceded ground.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, they've made it into victimhood, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's about celebrating the accomplishments of Black Americans over incredible odds. And
Is
that's
there a
Thomas
more
Sowell, I know.
intelligent, accomplished, inspirational
Yep.
man than Thomas Sowell? Earlier today, Peter Schweitzer, we had a Young America's
Yeah.
Foundation speech. He was giving a speech. Someone said, "Who's your inspiration?" Thomas Sowell.
Yeah.
You don't get whiter than Peter Schweitzer, okay? But that's the point.
Yes.
That's the point.
Yes.
His intellect, his spirit inspires,
Yep.
and that's why. And this is a great book. Talk about, you know, rags to riches, American
and it
plucky
also,
story.
It tells the story of like what life was like for Black Americans throughout his lifetime
Look
and
at
how much it
those
changed.
illustrations. Are we focused there? Just gorgeous,
Yeah.
evocative artwork.
Yeah.
Is it the same artist for all the
No,
books?
No, so we're going to keep the Alexander Hamilton on.
Oh yeah.
We love him.
Yeah, that's
but
pretty
we
great.
used all different ones. So our Amy Coney Barrett one is very watercolor. It's a very sort of gentle, sort of motherly feel, and so we went for watercolor on that one.
Yeah, this is great. I'm so happy that you've done this, and I know that you've got it. The love you're getting from parents and grandparents has got to be remarkable.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2-year subscriptions speak for themselves. Like that's what people want to do. They want to get these every month.
So what about? Listen, and I know you're busy, you're crazy, you're selling books. As you know, we're covering the fights at the school boards, the fights with the curriculum. It's not just in the D.C. area where we
it's
live.
everywhere.
It's all across the country. Why aren't these in public school libraries?
Why aren't they in public school libraries? So
All those other books are in the public school libraries.
We've been hearing from folks. I can't say specifics, but there will be mass donations of our books in public school libraries around the country, and we're going to see what happens.
That's a great idea. You want to change your local government-run schools, and you're angry about the books they have in there. Buy a couple sets of these books and donate them yourself. Make them refuse to accept the book.
And if that happens, contact me.
That's right. No, contact me. Contact me. We'll write it up at Town Hall,
fine.
and then we'll
Great.
talk to Bethany about it.
I love it.
Congratulations on this. I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy you did it. And this is how you make change. For God's sake, don't come to Washington, D.C. and run for office if you want to fix our country. Write a children's book.
Yeah.
Illustrate a children's book. Call Bethany. Call her. You can find her.
Yeah, I'm easy to find.
Thank you.
Heroesofliberty.com.
Well done. Thanks.